Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Taking it easy is a full-time job. One I'm tired of. One I'm tired of. Doing my best is a full-time job, but it does.
You're listening to Squirrel Flower live on KEXP. That was Full-Time Job from the latest album, Tomorrow's Fire, which came out late last year on Polyvinyl Records. I'm Cheryl Waters. You're listening to KEXP at 90.3 FM, KEXP.org. We're also streaming on our free mobile apps. Today we have Squirrel Flower live on air.
She looks so pretty tonight, blue dress in the alleyway. I was gonna take her out tonight, but all her favorite spots closed down. She knows how these things go. She loves me. She says she wants to go far, out of town in my beat up car. Will she find another man who can take her there when my drive burns out? She knows how these things go on air at the radio. I could never take things slow. Maybe that's why she loves me. When tape and scratch tickets off, flying in the evening wind. She says I'm wasting my time, but she knows one day I'll win. She looks so pretty tonight, blue dress in the alleyway. I was gonna take her out tonight, but all her favorite spots closed down. She knows how these things go. In line for a radio. I could never take things slow. Maybe that's where she loves me. Kick you when you're down. Kick you when you're down. Can't get much lower now. I'm sitting in the train. Can't get much lower now. I'm sitting in the train. When a plant is dying, throws down seeds for growing.
So beautiful. You're listening to Squirrel Flower live on KEXP, songs from the latest release, Tomorrow's Fire. Oh, that was so beautiful. Ella, thank you so much for you and your band bringing that to us today.
Thank you so much for having us.
I know that you grew up in a very musical and literary family, and you have many generations of artists in your life. What did the journey to the artist's life look like for you?
The journey was a long one that sort of spanned throughout my entire life and is still happening. I think, from the time I was born, pretty much, I was surrounded by working musicians and live music pretty much constantly. And there was never a doubt in my mind that that was the path that I would follow. I did stray at times. I didn't study music in college. I thought about going into visual art. But there was never this question of is it too crazy to be a musician and to choose that path? Is it too risky? That was never a thought that I had.
Well, you mentioned going off to college, and I know that you left Boston and went to Iowa for college, and it feels like the Midwest is such a big inspiration for you. I definitely feel like nature seems like a grounding force for you in your music. Did you expect to fall in love with the Midwest and end up making it your home? And how does it impact and reflect itself in your music? I did not expect it. When I first got there, I honestly couldn't really handle being there because of the open space. I'm so affected by whatever environment I'm around, and it felt like I was falling off of the earth because it just had this sense of space that I wasn't used to. And it was almost too much for me, and I thought about leaving. But instead, I leaned into it, and that really was when Squirrel Flower was born. I wanted to try and capture that feeling of space in my music and sort of try and capture it sonically. And then I, through that, really discovered for myself the beauty of it. You've built a real community where you live as well. Can you talk about that and how it inspired this new record? Yeah. Well, I've lived in Chicago for 3 years now, and it's just been incredible. I feel like I've been very embraced by the music scene there, and I wrote all of these songs while living there. And a lot of them were inspired by very late night kind of crazy jam sessions that I would have with my friends and my siblings who both lived there at the time. And, Squirrel Flower is sort of a solitary project, and having this experience of communal music making as a way to get through challenging times and to celebrate together, it felt very special and really informed all of the songs that ended up on the album. You produced this record, and I know you take a lot of pride in producing music. You said that you've talked about this renewed feeling of confidence and knowing what you want in your music. Can you tell me how that reflects itself in Tomorrow's Fire? Yeah, so I co-produced it with Alex Farrar, or I guess his last name is pronounced Farah, but it's written Farrar, so that's always how I say it. And yeah, I went into the process feeling very ready to sort of fully reclaim what I was doing. I had released an EP that was fully self-produced and more experimental than anything I had done in recent years. And then I self-produced a single called Your Love that I released, and it got very good reception. And that sort of gave me the sense that I was doing the right thing, and to sort of lean into my confidence and challenge myself and sort of push myself and see how much I could do and how hands-on I could be with everything. You had talked about Alex kind of taking it over the edge. What did he bring to the record for you? He brought a lot of love and space to the music. He really allowed me to experiment and push myself, but he also, I don't know, he encouraged me to get really loud
and he encouraged me to record full-time job, which I wasn't even going to put on the record in the first place, and it ended up being the lead single.
And it's really loud.
Yeah, it's very loud.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I think he just had this like beautiful perspective, and a good studio environment for me is all just about energy and how you feel, and if you feel comfortable, you're going to make a good record.
Well, and you also have some KEXP faves as contributors on this record. Can you talk about some of the people who joined you in the studio?
Yeah, on drums I had Matt McCaughan, on bass was Dave Hartley, and on guitar was Seth Kaufman, and my friend Jake Lenderman, who records as MJ Lenderman, and my friend Ethan played piano too. It was a really, really crazy crew of people, yeah.
That last song you played, When a Plant is Dying, has both you, or all three, you, Seth, and Jake, all on guitar.
All three.
Which is so amazing. I mean, what was it like to see those dynamics come alive?
So that was the only song we recorded live, actually, and Jake wasn't in the studio for that session. We did it live, the four of us, and it sounded incredible, and Alex and I were like, okay, let's take it over the edge. Let's bring Jake in and have him do another guitar solo over the guitar solo. So it ended up just being this like cacophony of guitar. And I don't know, the experience of capturing that song live was very much, I wanted to capture the energy that I was talking about earlier of this kind of communal music experience that I don't often experience with this project because it is solitary.
Well, it must be so fun to be out on the road with these wonderful musicians. You all sound fantastic. And I understand that you tour manage yourself, which must get to be more and more work as your tours get longer and you're playing bigger and bigger shows. How has that worked for you? And would you recommend that to people?
I honestly would recommend it. It is a lot of work, but I think being able to be in control of everything is very important. And it definitely helps to have a crew of very loving and caring and helpful people on the road with me.
Well, you all sound fantastic. I'm so happy to have you here today. Thank you so much. It's Squirrel Flower live in studio.
Thank you so much, Cheryl.
Thank you also to our wonderful listeners and viewers for making incredible sessions like this possible. You can learn more about us at KEXP.org, and we are listener-powered, commercial-free. You can make a gift in support of great music discovery and great in-studio sessions like this one from Squirrel Flower. Again, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's Squirrel Flower live on KEXP Seattle.
Discover new music at listener-powered KEXP.org.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?